So, starting on this side, we got sophomore Nate Hutchinson.
And our
freshman Hayden Goldstein. That is, we got freshman Hayden DiGirolamo. Sophomore Alex Stanky. Freshman Camden Newman. Freshman Andrew Fincher. Freshman Brett Balzer. Freshman Ryan Faustino. Freshman Christian Gabbard. Sophomore Hunter Brunette. Freshman Noah Hansen. And freshman Jackson Harrison. That is your ASU team. And for SCU United from the right, Michael Palumbo. Jake Mitchell. Troy Mendelssohn. Dimitri Gordillo. Eric Scheber. Zach Fox. Dante Galago. Eli Khatib. Sharif Schultze Ellen. And one of our seniors from last year, William Pierce. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the internet, this is Coach John Lucas, and I am bringing you this live stream of the SoCal United versus ASU live competition. They are live from New Hope down in Southern California. Coach Heinz Schulmeister with Southern California United and Coach Scott Barclay with Arizona State. I will be back with you guys in just a moment with continued coverage of this competition.
All right. Gentlemen, let's get ready for your 2-minute one touch.
Yes, John. John, can you hear me? Yeah. Yes, I can hear you. That is, we're gonna just have to live with it. There's nothing I can do because it worked the last meet, the last virtual we had. It worked fine. So I have no idea if there's anything that is right now bugging us. Okay, but I'm gonna go over there in a second. Oh,
What's first, floor?
Hey everybody watching, we are working on trying to get the video stream to play smoothly and on the correct devices. So as soon as we get that resolved, we will bring you the correct coverage, so bear with us. Be with you in just a moment. Gymnasts are doing their one touch right now, so it's pretty soon we'll start the competition.
is it any better? Yeah, there's nothing I can do except I can restart the iPad, but that's. I'm not sure if that's gonna help.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting things back up and running. Sorry about the missing that first routine. We are now up and running. We've got scores, we've got team scores, and we've got gymnasts competing on floor. One last thing, I think we should be able to get one more guest commentator online. So as soon as I get that, then we'll have two of us up here and announcing the live commentary. But for now, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I will be back with you as soon as we work on all the technical details. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back with you. This is Coach John Lucas, and I am joined by former ASU team member, Bryant. Bryant, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. So we are in the middle of a floor routine here. Who is this by SC United? I think this is Dimitri Gordillo. Yeah, this is Dimitri Gordillo. We've got 2 up so far. ASU is pulled to the early lead with their 12-1 from Hayden Goldstein. So, Brian, tell me a little bit about being on the team at ASU. Sorry.
It's got a lot of guys on there, so I missed it. I was looking away.
That's okay. It was a beautiful stuck landing by Dimitri on his back 1.5. So he's got a C dismount, and he stuck it. It's very nice.
Good.
Yeah, so they got a large team. I know this is their maroon team,
Yeah.
right? Coming out here
So we have 2 teams. Yep. And it's never a dull moment with those guys. You just constantly have stuff going on, whether that's floor moves, fundraising events, and obviously everyone doesn't click perfectly with everyone. So having such a large team, you do have your smaller cliques in there, and
Sure.
so you always have fun with everyone. So
awesome.
But
so we've got a big score in for Southern California United, 13-1 for Dimitri, and then out of bounds for ASU.
Alex Skanky, I believe that is.
I believe so.
So he actually served a mission, and he didn't do gymnastics for like, I feel like 8 or 9 years, and he just started coming back 2 years ago. So to see how much he's improved is honestly amazing, especially after not doing gymnastics for such a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Alex Skanky on floor. He's going to... Right, and that was the dismount. Not bad. Pretty good little set there.
Yeah. Too much power on that first pass, though.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Yeah, and going out of bounds, it looked like he got both feet out of bounds. So we'll see a neutral deduction, probably a 3/10 neutral on there.
So.
All right, we've got shout-outs to Caden and Ethan. Caden and Ethan from ASU. I know it's just Caden competing today. Ethan competed yesterday with the gold team. Let's go Hayden. Let's go Jake. Go SCU. Some good comments coming in already. A lot of fans watching, I think, from both sides. We've got Troy Mendelson coming up next on floor exercise. He is one of the top dogs, I think, on SoCal United. One of the bigger recruits that they got out of the junior program. And so I think he's in his sophomore year. I know, big Arabian double front.
Huge.
I know he had some really big skills. I think he's had a little bit of injury maybe, or some time out of the gym, is what I remember Hines saying. Maybe he had some time out of the gym. So he had to play it safe on a couple dismounts. For example, he does a triple back off high bar, and he didn't perform it yet, as I'm aware. But he's looking really good on floor, looking pretty top notch here. All right. Takes a breath, probably a dismount coming up. Double back. All right, that's a C dismount. That's eligible for stick bonus, and it gets partial element group. But that is it's pretty good floor routine there for Dimitri. No, not Dimitri. That was Troy Mendelson, as we were talking about him.
Let's say I bet Dimitri already went.
Dimitri did already go.
So, looks like Brett Balzer is going up for ASU right now.
Yeah, it's incredible to me the depth that they have on their team at ASU. Being able to put up two teams in the same weekend, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah. Scott has pretty good setup going on with the team, and through fundraisers of setting up competitions and setting up equipment.
Yeah, 12.5 for Troy. It's pretty good. Now,
yeah,
mounting onto that 4-incher, I think the judges might take a deduction for this. I think you're not allowed 4-inchers after Winter Cup, which has passed. But we'll see what they do with that.
Yeah, he doesn't need it, but
right, his skill it looked great.
It looked good.
A little shaky on that landing, but he's able to recover decently well.
It's because the 4-incher was there.
Exactly. If the 4-incher hadn't been there, that was a stuck landing.
All right.
Does his little
nice
non-tumbling work. Good little Russian. And a Rudy. Good little C to get across the floor. See what he's got in store for his dismount. Should be coming up next. Front double full. That is a D dismount. That is the difficulty, the minimum difficulty value to receive full element group credit. That's a good it's a good dismount. I'm seeing in the comments public service announcement to remind everyone not to stand in front of the cameras. William Pierce, he blocked an entire routine at our last virtual meet.
Oh, yikes!
But I think they'll have that under control for today.
So. Where are you at today, John?
So I'm bringing this competition to you guys from Sacramento, California. And
Nice.
Bryant, where are you at?
I'm in Tempe, Arizona right now.
Tempe, it's a good place to be. Nice and warm.
Oh yeah, very warm. Who do we have here?
Oh well, whoever he is, I think this is Eli Khatib. That's a huge double back. I'm going to verify who it is. No, this is Jake Mitchell, I believe.
Nice transition.
Yeah, this is Jake Mitchell.
Dismount coming up.
Double full.
Double full.
That's a good, solid dismount. It's
Gotta work on those landings.
For sure, and they've got about 3 weeks till nationals, which is where all the gymnasts will want to have those landings kind of cleaned up and everything much smoother. All right. Looks like we've got another gymnast getting ready from Arizona State.
That looks like Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson Harrison is the next gymnast from ASU.
Jackson is from Rhode Island. He's a freshman on the team. From what I've seen in the gym and at some of the competitions, he's got a pretty big floor set. He's also a pretty big dude, so let's see what he's got. Nice.
Very big tumbling.
Ooh. It's going at a good pace. Liking it. Double full. Small step. Solid set.
All right, there we go. We've got Jackson Harrison coming up next, I believe. Got 3 more competitors on floor. Jackson Harrison of Arizona State will be up next. Or that was Jackson Harrison. That's right.
That was
William
Jackson.
Pierce of SC United is getting set to go. And
Hit the line a little bit.
he did go.
Might
I
have been a
think he
little over.
probably went over the line. They are getting some amplitude out of that floor.
Hey, John, our screen, TV screen is not showing the scores.
All right, I'm getting some.
Our TV screen is showing.
That was interesting.
All right, I'm going to go work on some technical issues. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Sounds good. Double fall to a stick. Nicely done.
Now it's showing. Yeah, now it's showing. Do I need to pin that screen on here?
You got to pin the floor. Yeah, pin that screen.
No,
The
here.
one with the scoreboard.
Pin it. No, it is pin. It is pin.
So are you seeing it now?
Not quite sure who's on floor right now. I want to say it's.
This is Caden
DiGirolamo.
DiGirolamo. Yeah, Caden.
There we go.
Caden got to spend his senior year competing for my gym at Technique Gymnastics, but he is.
Oh, nice.
He's from all over. He's trained gymnastics in Japan, trained at the Olympic Training Center, trained at Apollo, over on the East Coast. Very powerful
That's
tumbler.
impressive.
His twin brother
Very
got to
impressive.
compete yesterday for the gold team, and also his older brother is a All-American on rings, as well as a national champion with his team, Sanford.
Nice.
But we're not going to talk about what everybody else has done. Look at what Caden can do. He can stick a dismount.
Oh, how about that?
He can. D-dismount. That was a big set. Well done, Caden.
That was huge. So, big gymnastics family.
For sure. All right, I'm going to get some. All right, and I believe we have. I think that was the final competitor of rotation 1. So we're going to be moving on to rotation 2 here momentarily.
Yeah, but that's where the judges also go, so we got to make sure that it's
All right, so as I said, I am John Lucas, and I'm bringing you guys this competition here. I'm live here from Sacramento, California, and I've got my co-host online with me, Bryant from Arizona State, and they are moving the camera right now, getting prepared for event number 2, and we're waiting on final score to come in from ASU, and then there it is, 13-3-5 for Caden DiGirolamo. That's a pretty good score. Bryant, you happy with that?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we've got the ASU out to a lead, 62.8 to 61.3. It's the team scores. Gymnasts are now getting set to go on pommel horse, and we'll bring you. They're starting their 2-minute touch, so I'm going to get that prepped for them. All right, and we'll be with you guys with the next part of this competition in just a minute. right, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming back live to you from all over. This is actually, the competition is happening in Southern California. I'm here in Sacramento, and my commentator, Bryant, is live from Tempe, Arizona. This is SC United versus Arizona State. Our first competitor up is from Arizona State. All right, that was Camden Newman of ASU. Brent, you still there with me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect.
Okay. Who was that? Camden?
That was Camden, I believe.
We have 2 Camdens now?
Can't keep him track. ASU definitely has too many people.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a list of the team and their bios and whatnot, so I'm trying to keep track of freshmen that I haven't really met before.
Oh, I need to change that. Hold on. All right, and that was Michael Palumbo of SC United.
That was so fast.
Yeah, nice short routine, and he was able to hit.
I thought he was warming up.
No, I don't think so. Now they're getting set to go. This is going to be Hayden Goldstein.
So, judges are moving quick.
The judges are moving quicker than I could get the scores ready for them, actually. So, ladies and gentlemen out there, the way we're working this today, I'm actually running the score system from out here in Sacramento, and then sending it back through our Zoom call to the gym, so that the on-site spectators can see the scoreboard. It's quite an interesting setup.
From the bios, interesting fact about Hayden said he was actually born in Russia. And came to America as an infant.
That is an interesting fact.
Kind of cool.
All right, a score in for Camden Newman, 11.525. That was the first competitor. Now we're on the third.
Magyar.
Yeah, skipping the pommels, just stepping over them, and then, of course, you got to do a Savato next.
Of course.
Does the scissor work in the middle of his routine. Nice little scissor travel to the end. That'll get a C value. And up to the handstand. Pretty solid set. That score for Michael Palumbo's in, 11.1. Let me.
So how is everyone watching this right now?
So most people are on YouTube. Let me see if we got some.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting some comments. We got a good amount of people watching, cheering for both sides. I see support of both ASU and SC United. Hey, and this is a NorCal kid coming up next for SC United. This will be Eric Sherbert. Comes from Elevate, which is in Elk Grove, California. They've got a good history of putting kids out into college. Does a nice, so far, simple set. Oh, man. How did he
Saved it.
stay on? And
I thought he
doesn't have. See, sometimes that happens. You get a little off. You fight. You stay
They're
on.
gonna make him.
But yeah, they may make him repeat that dismount.
That's
yeah,
what they're asking right now.
Yeah. I believe he did not get credit, but we'll see. And we've got support for him out in the comment section, so we'll see him again. I don't believe that that's his only event.
It looks like they counted it.
Yeah.
So, good for him.
There we go. So we are got that scoring for
12-1.
Hayden. Yeah, 12-1. That's not bad. So they'll finish tabulating Eric's score, and then Hunter Brunette. Yeah, Hunter for ASU is up next. Nice scissor work. He's got a really open circle. I like his body line is pretty straight. It's looking clean. Nice little Russian travel. Yeah, a little split on that. Oh,
good save.
Very good. He does. Yeah, I can read his lips. I don't know how I made that. That's funny. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know how he made it either, but he did. He pulled it around. All right, scoring for Eric, 10.95.
That's not bad, even with that huge save. And a little
Yeah,
bit
I
of
mean, it cost him as much as a fall is what I think. Sometimes, but it feels better to stay on the horse.
Yeah.
As an athlete's perspective, it definitely does feel better to stay on.
It's always hard on pommel horse because, like if you don't make it and it's always a big judgment call where they're, did they count the skill? Do I have to repeat it if I fall? Or if I stay on, do they still count it,
All right, here goes Troy Mendelson. Oh, man. That was interesting. Reverse gear to get back up to the middle. Nice Savato.
Pretty impressive. He looks pretty stocky, so.
He is. He's going
to
do the all-around today, but if he was a specialist, it would be on rings. He is happy with that, though. It's always good to come away with a hit. What'd you say?
He made it through. That's good.
Yeah.
So he looks like a ring.
Yeah, he definitely is. All right, comment section's asking about Eric's score on pommel horse. It was 10.95 in case you missed it. Got a 12-4 for Hunter from ASU. We'll get Troy's score in a moment.
Is this Alex? Or Alec?
This is Christian. No. Christian Gabbard.
It doesn't quite look like Alec. Christian is from Arizona, and he worked at USA Flares, or trained at USA Flares with Mike Medor.
Nice.
Scissor work.
It's got a nice slow circle. It's the tempo on this routine is, yeah, very controlled, very methodic looking. Score for Troy was an 11-3.
Solid routine. A little bit of a pause on the dismount, but
Yeah,
other than that, good tempo.
not a bad routine at all. 11-3 for Troy. That was Christian Gabbard. Next up, we'll see Dimitri Gordillo of SC United. Dimitri is one of 3 gymnasts that will be competing the all-around for SC United. ASU has 2, Hayden Goldstein and Jackson Harrison. And then SC United has Dimitri Gordillo, who saluted just now on Pommel Horse, William Pierce, who we'll see next, Troy Mendelson, who we just saw on Pommel Horse. All 3 competing all around today. A little struggle on that dismount.
But other than that, not too bad. Looks like it's Caden. Tidgerolimo?
No, I think this is Andrew Fincher.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, this is Andrew Fincher on Pommel Horse for ASU.
Still learning all these freshmen.
Yeah, you guys have too many.
I know. It's insane.
And good fight on that dismount. He stops. They'll take a deduction for that, but it never came back down, so he should receive credit for it all the way up as a handstand dismount. And now we have the man, the myth, the legend. This is William Pierce of SC United coming up next on one of my favorite events to watch him on. You're going to see some nice flare work. You're going to see probably good rhythm throughout, hopefully. This is definitely one that he's got some good difficulty on. I'm definitely excited to see this routine. And one that he could help his team out. They are starting to trail a little bit from ASU as ASU's pulling ahead here on Pommel Horse.
Pommel Horse is definitely one of those make it or break it events. So serious points can be gained or lost.
For sure. Yeah, it is definitely easy, especially with this 5-up, 5-count score format. It's easy to be counting misses. So, all right, there's his salute. He's ready to go.
No room for error. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah, nice and clean on the scissor full.
Ooh.
There's that flare work with the check here outside the pommels. And Stockley stays on.
Come on.
I think that's a crawl, if I'm not mistaken. Could be. Flared side travel. And yeah. Oh, again, I think he'll get credit. Didn't come back the way he came. He fought through all the way to the handstand.
I'm sure they counted it.
Yeah. Up until that dismount, he didn't really have. He had one kind of large error on the Stockley A.
Yeah.
And then that dismount. But other than that, those two things, it was pretty good. Really nice flare work as well. Okay, now we have, that's it for the team competitors here on Pommel Horse. We now have one all-around gymnast from Arizona State competing just for his own personal all-around score. This is Jackson Harrison getting ready to go. Do you know what year Jackson is?
Do I know who Jackson is?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been a few times. He's pretty cool dude. I know he works at the gym. He coaches Excel girls. So he's not only going to school, but it sounds like he's paying for his way through it while he's training as well. So
Nice.
pretty respectable guy.
Looks like the judges are taking their time with that last score. There it is, 12.55 for William Pierce, 4.2 in difficulty. That is pretty solid difficulty on horse. 8.35 is not bad for execution. There he is, Jackson Harrison.
A little bit leg bend. Come on.
Yeah, he's got some good skills there. McCulloch to scissor full. It's a D and a C. He's got to keep the form nice. Circles are looking pretty well executed. Ooh.
He's just got those long legs. Oh,
no. Oh, no. Well, there we go. That was the final competitor on Pommel Horse. That's rotation 2 in the books. The team scores will not change. When we see his score come in, it will just count for his own personal scores, because that is just for him to receive his all-around. All right, we will be moving right along to rings in just a moment. And I've got a little bit of work to do on my end to get everything set up. So like I said, I'm running the scores as well as doing the commentary and all the camera changes behind the scenes here from Sacramento. So we will take a short recess while I get things set up for the next rotation, and then we'll be back on. They're going to have their 2-minute touch. I believe they're going to take 4 minutes total. But we do not have that final score in yet. Now we do. Jackson Harrison, 11.45.
That's a little far for the race.
There it is. Like I said, the team scores would not change. We still have 123.275 for ASU and 118.2 for SCU.
All right, guys. Guys, after the warm-up, make sure that you're not in front of the camera, okay?
And I'm seeing a lot of love for Will in the comment section. William Pierce, he is back for a 5th year. He was a senior last year, and due to COVID and everything that went down this year, seniors were allowed to petition for an extra year. So that's what he did, and we're glad that he is still a part of the team and competing all around today. That is incredible.
Impressive.
Yeah, it looks like we got about a minute and a half left in timed warm-up. They might take a minute or two longer. I think ASU is just jumping on. Yeah, about a minute and a half left. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting close to the end of the time to warm up period. Gymnasts are wrapping everything up. We have no time left in the timed warm up. All right, we are back with the competition. This is Troy Mendelson competing on rings.
Very nice.
Yeah, we mentioned him earlier today and mentioned that he is a rings, could be a rings specialist if he needed to specialize, but a little short on that strength hold right there. I think he was attempting a Maltese. You know, he was not in the rings lineup until about an hour before the competition started.
Oh.
Okay, not ready for that dismount. Had the power, but not the ability to spot the ground. All right, this next gymnast is from ASU, Camden. This is Camden Newman.
I think it's pronounced Neiman is what
Neiman?
I've got here. Yep.
That sounds correct to me. I'm pretty terrible at
Nah.
pronouncing names, so thank you. Camden
I just
Neiman.
didn't want any parents going out for you because you can't pronounce.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Let's be nice to us in the comment sections there, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, we've got the score in for Troy Mendelson.
Yeah.
It's a 9.45. Not the way they wanted to start. You see the difficulty is a little lower than they wanted, as he did not receive credit for all his strength elements.
Yep. Try those rings out.
Hey, got him out on the L hold. Back. Yeah,
Got a little bit of a swing going on there.
For sure. Rings is definitely one of the more challenging events. It's really simple in that there's not a lot of variety and skills you can do, but it is extremely challenging. Oh, I like that Rudy dismount.
It's one of my favorite things to do on rings. Front dismounts.
Yeah, when they're done well, they are they can be beautiful. And that one was done well.
Front full and Rudy are very similar. You can almost spot the ground the whole time. When you start getting into a double full, that's when it's a little trickier.
Yeah,
So
and that's why the double full gets a D credit. Yeah. Whereas the 1.5 and the front full is only a C.
So just depends on which one you can land better.
All right, now we have Eric up. Brian, how do you feel after a miss on pommel horse for this young man? How do you think he's feeling and prepared for rings?
I think he's ready. He looks pretty strong going into the start of his routine.
Oh my goodness, there's a straight planche.
Pretty solid flan. Oh, I can't talk. Dang.
It's okay.
Nice.
He can swing too.
Oh.
Yeah, no dismount. I believe he has some sort of an injury that's keeping him from being able to go for dismounts yet, but I think we'll see a pretty good score because that routine was pretty clean throughout, had pretty good difficulty. So even without a dismount, I think he can get a pretty decent score.
It's hard to tell. But
This is Alec. Alec Skanky.
I feel like I've been saying that about all the guys. I'm like, oh, is that Alec? No.
This actually is Alec.
Ooh. Okay.
Let that L hold drop, so that'll be a deduction.
Come on. Not quite full extension in the arms, but
at least he stayed up long enough. Yeah, beautiful Yamawakis too. And another front dismount.
There it is. Pretty solid.
Yeah, not bad for ASU. They just need to stay clean right now, and just hit routines. I mean, they've pulled already to a lead as far as the team competition goes, and they just need to continue to hit. But it's interesting to see, SoCal United is still making some large errors on simple things that they've got 3 weeks to clean up, and I think they will. They usually pull it together for nationals, and they've been polishing every time we've seen them. This is Dimitri Gordillo saluting for SC United. He's, I believe, a sophomore on the team. I think last year was his first year. Really nice young man. Glad to see him competing for them.
Kinky with a 12-4.
Yeah, and I told you 11.95 was Eric's score on rings, and I knew it was going to be a decent one. And that's
Right.
without even a
With that
dismount.
Yeah.
Yeah, in perspective, that costs usually around, it could cost you up to 9/10 of start value if you don't have a dismount.
Yep.
So
Save.
if you have a C dismount, it only costs you 6/10 of start value, but still, that's a significant amount.
With a stick.
Nice. Now, I don't believe that he receives bonus for a stuck landing on a B, which is the value of a double back. I think it has to be a C.
C gets you partial credit.
Partial credit for element group, but I believe a C receives the stick bonus. I don't believe that a B dismount does. However, it saves you deduction, so that's always a good thing.
So, gotta play smart, not harder.
There you go. This is Hayden Goldstein of ASU.
Right into that Yamawaki. Nice.
I think everyone on ASU's team has done a Yamawaki so far.
Is it really a ring routine with that one, you know? Oh.
And he fights to stay in the stick. I believe they'll give him that, so that should get him 1/10 stick bonus for sticking his C value dismount. We have yet to see a D dismount on rings. Rings is definitely one of the more challenging ones to get a D dismount on. You've got to do a double front piked. You can do a front double twist. You can do a 1.5 twisting double back for a D, or a full twisting double layout for a D. There might be one other, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But those are very challenging dismounts, because the ones we're seeing, are not simple. Full twisting double tuck is a pretty solid dismount, but only C value. Okay, this is Michael Palumbo of SC United competing on still rings.
Good struggle there. Come on.
And then a straight planche.
That was very straight.
Yeah. I wonder if he'll do an upright straddle planche. No.
Oh.
Bent arm shoot to handstand. They will
good push.
Crush that, I believe, in the execution department.
Yeah,
they might receive credit for a swing to handstand for it. And then there's a back layout half, which is the same as the double backs we saw earlier from a couple guys. That is a B value dismount, which will get partial element group, but no stick. And I believe his only swing to strength was that kip L that he did right at the beginning, which I find interesting because he had a straight planche, which means he probably has a straddle planche.
So why not do a back upright straddle planche?
Yeah, but and his anyway, we'll see. We'll see if he makes any changes or keeps it the same going into nationals. But that was overall not a bad routine. Next up is Nate Hutchinson from ASU. Judges are ready for him. He's got family watching. Go ASU, we see in the comment section.
Ooh, very nice.
I love the locked arms on that planche, yeah.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a good planche.
It's got a decent handstand position, too. Rings is really challenging to find a really nice handstand line on. Good upright
He's
straddle
got that
planche.
Planche is one of those things that they can just kill you on.
Yeah, he didn't leave too much to be deducted. Maybe a little hip angle.
Yeah.
And a lock arm press. Little shaky in the handstand. See dismount.
With just a tiny hop there. That was good.
Yeah.
That was real good.
I was expecting a bigger hop. The way he kind of threw his head at the beginning. Didn't know if he knew exactly where the ground was, but he was able to put his feet under him, so it's good. It was Nate Hutchinson of ASU putting down a pretty solid ring set. Really, probably the best planches we've seen so far.
Oh, yeah.
All right, next up is William Pierce. Will is he really, really, truly loves the sport. Last year, we were able to host SoCal United. I'm the head coach here for NorCal United, and we had a clinic the next day, and he was one of the guys who went the hardest, where we just had both of us kind of training together, SoCal and NorCal, and he really loves to work hard. Really great guy. Oh, missed that front uprise to L, which would have been his swing to strength, but let's see. He repeats it. There it is. Yeah, that skill like that is probably important to repeat because it's fulfilling an element group.
Come on, finish it up.
Oh, I like how he connected the Yamawaki right into the dismount. That flowed.
Very good. It's a little bit of the set on the full, but
yeah,
kind of seemed like he landed just a little skewed.
Yep, yeah, didn't quite finish twisting it, and then just slid that left foot a tiny bit so he won't get the stick bonus.
Yeah.
But that was without the little bobble at the beginning. That was a very, very good routine. 11-7 will be his final score. They're ready for the next competitor, who is Ryan. Oh man, Swachenko maybe?
Here, let me help you.
Swachino. This is Ryan from Arizona State. Swashino. There we go.
Yeah. What did Nate get again? I missed it.
Nate Hutchinson's score on rings 12-1.
Solid. Clean.
Oh, big step on that landing. When you do the easy B dismount, you're really looking for a stick. So, kind of a bummer way to end the routine, but overall, pretty clean set. That was Ryan Swashenko. And we've got Sharif up next for SC United. That's how a Kippel is supposed to look. That was pretty solid.
That's pretty good. Let's hold. I got a little deduction.
Yeah, for sure.
For not a full stop.
A little off on that back up rise.
Yeah, pulled a little too early there.
Yeah.
Didn't allow himself to rise up.
And there's an A value dismount.
At least he stuck it though.
But
That's
he
what we
stuck
want.
it, yeah. So not worth a lot of difficulty, but when you can do it without making any mistakes, then it's not a bad
Worth it.
thing. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we'll see Jackson Harrison next on rings. I believe he is out here for a all-around score. I don't think he's on looking for the contributing to the team.
Yeah.
All right, and we can see his score up now, Ryan Swachino. Is I believe how it's supposed to be pronounced.
Swashino.
Swachino. And Sharif scores up an 11.0.
Pretty solid.
And then Jackson Harrison getting himself an all-around score by completing this rings routine. Does the requirement of swinging up to handstand. I believe Sharif, the gymnast before, did not, so he received a 3/10 neutral deduction. And there's a front uprise L. That was well done. Really like the way he did that. Front half, B dismount with a stick. Not a bad routine at all. You can hear the Arizona State guys cheering. All right, that was our final competitor. We're going to get ready to rotate to our next event here momentarily. Trying to get that final score to come in. All right, well, there it is, 12.05 for Jackson Harrison. Ladies and gentlemen, we are rotating right now over to vaults, which should be a fast event for us. We are done with 3. The scores are in. Team scores. ASU leads with a 183.925. Behind them with a 174.35 is SC United. We are getting set to go out there on vault. But yeah, those are our scores as they stand right now. We have ASU leading at the halfway mark. Gymnasts are now starting their warm-up on vault, and we will be with you in just a moment. We'll be back soon after this quick musical interlude. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are ready to go on vault. All right, so here we go. We're back with the action. Time to warm up is over. We should be seeing gymnasts competing any moment. This is rotation number 4. First up will be from Arizona State, Caden DiGirolamo. All right, looks like they're working on getting everything ready to go. Hopefully the judges are ready. I know I am. These should be some good vaults coming from these two teams. All right, looks like Caden's got some love in the comments section. As soon as the judges are ready, they should be getting going. All right, from the sounds of that gym, it sounds like they're ready for him.
Goes.
And a stock layout full.
Solid.
Yeah, solid cause for Caden. Those of you who don't know, we use those two terms interchangeably, Kazamatsu and Sukful, but he did a Kazamatsu because of the direction he twists. Looks like his older brother Trevor shouting him out in the comments section. Good to see you here, Trevor. And Ethan both. Awesome. Got some love from the family coming in. Next up is Dante Gallardo of SC United. All right, 13-6, 9-5 execution, and you can see a 4-1. That's the stick bonus. There's another layout full with not as good of execution as that first gymnast as Caden. Caden had some pretty good, solid execution there. Dante Gallardo of SC United. Next up will be Hayden Goldstein of ASU. Yeah, I would expect to see ASU kind of expand their lead here. Vault is typically one of their top scoring events. It's a 12.75 for Dante. You can see his execution score was well below Caden's, and then no stuck landing. Pretty solid layout full. Step on the landing, but not a bad vault. That was Hayden Goldstein of Arizona State. Okay, Troy Mendelson is next up for SC United.
Another layout full.
Yeah, looks like everyone's doing the same vault today. It's just a battle of execution. Difficulty has not separated anyone yet.
Probably going to start seeing some more difficult vaults.
Yeah, typically teams like to put their higher difficulty guys coming up at the end. Yeah, they usually stack it that way. You want to put guys that can hit at the beginning, and then guys who can score massively near the end is typically what happens.
Oh.
And there is the risk of doing higher difficulty.
Yep. At least he went for it, though.
For sure. Yeah, he definitely threw it down, but ended landing on his seat. So opens the door, though, for SoCal United to catch up a little bit. We'll see. This 5-up-5 count, it's challenging because what you get to experience is that every score counts. So every mistake is counted, every hit routine is counted, but there's no way to, make up for any mistakes other than just how you do on the next routine. So it's up to the next guy to kind of pick up the slack. This is going to be Dimitri. Yeah, not gives to have that 4/10 extra in difficulty, but 8-3 is pretty low in the execution department. Dimitri Gordillo of SC United running down the runway. Ooh, and he does a full twisting Sukahara. In the comment sections, was that tucked or stretched? Definitely saw a little bit of both. A little bit of both.
So we got a Yurchenko coming up.
Yeah, the Yurchenko, it's a good vault. Just unnecessarily complex, in my opinion. The Sukahara is so simple. You hit the board, you block the table. This is when you got to do a round off, land backwards on the springboard, and then do a back handspring, blindly flying into the horse. Not my cup of tea.
So this should be Jackson, I believe.
It is Jackson Harrison of Arizona State. Although I have seen an incredible amount of power come out of Yurchenko's style vaults. And we see it there with Jackson's vault. That was beautiful. 1.5. It'd be 14.4 start value. He seems happy with it. All right, I'm a little nervous for this next vault coming up. Only reason I say that is you can see the guy in the corner there putting a pad on what looks like a bar. Meaning they might not be expecting him to stay on the landing mat. This is Jake Mitchell of SC United performing, I don't know what.
I'm thinking maybe front hand.
Might be hand double front. Yeah, might be handspring double front. We'll see.
Good. It's a good vault. Jackson taking the lead score on vault with a 13.9.
Yeah. Oh, nope, just a layout. And just one hop on the landing. Guess they're just being extra safe.
Dang, I was looking forward to a handspring double front.
Right? Yeah, maybe we still have a couple more guys. We might see one. We've got Brett Balzer. Any idea what he does on vault?
I want to say we're probably going to see another lay full.
Probably, yeah. And then our last competitor on vault will be William Pierce for SC United. I do not believe he does a handspring double front. I think he does a souk. Another 1.5.
That was good.
Traveled almost off that little landing mat there. That was block could have been a little more through handstand, but not bad.
Yeah.
We had some guesses in the comments section as to what Brett would do. Victor thought it was a cause full, and he was wrong. It was a cause half, or a souk 1.5. Good job, Jordan Bird, on winning the guessing contest. Apparently, Brett told Victor he would do a double full, and then arrived here at this competition and chose to do something else. We have one more competitor on vault. This is William Pierce of SC United, getting set to go. Oh, man, I thought he had the stick.
He stood up too fast.
Yep, got to stay down in that position, nail your sticks, but good vault. It was William Pierce ending things off on our vault rotation. All right, and that ends our fourth rotation. We'll wait to see the final score. And then when we have that in, there it is, 13.85 for William Pierce. Not bad, not bad.
Pretty good.
Yeah, just a half a tenth behind Jackson Harrison. Some pretty good, yeah, pretty good scores on vault. So the gymnasts will make themselves ready for parallel bars. We'll throw a 4-minute timer up in just a moment. All right, this is Coach John Lucas bringing you this live coverage of SC United versus Arizona State. They're competing in person today, so this is not a virtual competition. However, if you are interested in watching virtual competitions or one of the greatest competitions ever, jump on over to virtualstarsgymnastics.com and check out last night's competition of Arizona State versus Washington. Washington trailed, spoiler alert, they trailed the entire day and then overcame on the final event. The last two routines surpassed ASU for the first conference championships. So it was pretty exciting to see. If you guys want to head over to Virtual Stars Gymnastics, you can catch that over there. And I'm Coach John Lucas, and we'll be back with the action in just a moment.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we are back to the action. This is Eli Khatib, I believe.
Nice healing. All right, make that handstand. Oh. A little low on the set there. But I think they might have given it to him. His feet looked like they touched him a little sooner than everything else.
All right. So, yeah, that was Eli Khatib. This is Camden getting ready for Arizona State.
Okay.
All right, Eli Khatib scores in 11.55.
Dismount? Nope.
Yeah, I thought he was going to do one too. There it is. Back dismount. Tricked us out. It was Camden Neiman of ASU. Next up for SoCal United, Dimitri Gordillo. All right, Dimitri starting off pretty cleanly.
Dimitri's going right now.
Yeah, it's a nice stutz handstand.
The score shows that he made a 12.15.
Ah, well, we're going to have to figure that out. It looks like the judges entered the wrong score because this is definitely Dimitri up there right now. That should have been entered for Camden Newman, the ASU gymnast, I believe. I'll see if I can get in touch with Hines and get that score changed. I will be right back. I'll leave you guys with Bryant giving you commentary. Be right back.
Looks like there's Jackson.
Yeah, this is Jackson Harrison from Arizona State.
Very good switch. Bit of walk. Big dismount with the stick. Nice.
All right, that was a
And
pretty good set, and they fixed all the score issues. So it was a 12.15 for Camden, and then a 12.55 for Dimitri. All right, and the scoring should be correct from here on out. All right, just curious, do we have anybody watching this live stream of the SoCal United versus Arizona State that is attending Junior Development National Championships this year? Just so everybody knows, in Daytona Beach, Florida, in about 3 weeks, we'll have Junior Championships, and we'll also have GymACT Nationals. It'll be the first time that GymACT will have a national championships on their own, and that's just because the date got pushed back, and so the college teams are already done with their season. So instead of the normal collegiate nationals, we'll have GymACT only national championships. This is Eric Shebert of SC United, former Elevate gymnast.
oh, good save.
Yeah, good fight on that peach. And a backup rise handstand instead of a whip.
Moist.
Oh, missed his Moy.
Oh,
A little shaky.
needs to be more patient. Looks like he's rushing.
Yeah, it could have even just been a little frustration with missing that Moy. Kind of rattles you, you know, and then
And then
throws you
everything
off.
just
Yep,
speed.
spirals sometimes. And then no dismounts today for Eric, but hopefully he'll be back to doing those pretty soon.
He has an injury that he can't
I
do.
believe so. I believe it's an injury. I don't have it officially confirmed, but yeah, he hasn't done a dismount all year, so still can put up a good score though. Although a little rough on that routine. All right, this is Andrew Fincher of Arizona State getting set to go. Pretty good studs.
Solid. Press.
Yeah, that peach L press, you know, little rest at the end of the routine.
Front dismount. Oh,
There it is, front full with a stick.
with the stick.
We think. I couldn't really see his feet, but I think so. Do we see a... Yep, there's the flag from the judges. Looks like Charlie raising the flag up. Yeah, so the C dismounts will receive 1/10 of stick bonus. So when you stick a C, it is worth at least the same as a one-step D dismount. And much easier to stick a C than a D.
Interesting start. Sport.
This is Troy Mendelson of SoCal United. Oh, attempting a Marcoots, it looked like. Oh, my goodness.
I don't know how he saved that, but
But he did, and then his Stutz, little lack of body position control, but he corrects it well. And there's the peach to L, little rest, pressing up. Another really a rest for these athletes. I know for young gymnasts that might be a difficult skill, but it's pretty easy as you get on in the sport. A good finish. Would love to have seen him hit that Marcoutes, but it's a difficult and challenging skill. All right, we have yet to see the score for Andrew Fincher. So the judges look to be just a little bit behind the actual competition. All right, so got the news in. Eric is recovering from an Achilles tear in September. That is that can be a very difficult injury, and it's good to see him competing this whole season. And just no dismounts, but looks like he's doing well.
Good to see him competing, though.
Yeah, for sure. So we've got the scoring for Andrew Fincher. It's a 13.0. Got to be one of the top scores today on parallel bars. If not the top score, yeah. It's our current leader.
So far.
Judges are, yeah, there's Troy's score, 11.15. This is Hunter Brunette of ASU.
Not bad lines.
No, I like the look. It's just a little off. Gets an extra, that not on that Stutz though. That Stutz was very nice.
Yeah.
Peach L takes a little breath. Should be a dismount next.
On dismount. There we go.
And a front full. That was a good, clean set from Hunter. Next up, we'll see William Pierce from SC United, and then there'll be two more ASU gymnasts. Caden DiGirolamo will be the end of the team rotation for ASU, and then Hayden Goldstein will be competing on parallel bars for his all-around score. This is William Pierce getting set to go on the parallel bars. So, Bryant, what was your favorite event to compete?
I really liked competing rings. I had a shoulder injury prior to college, but rings was always my favorite. It just was also more painful than the others. So.
Yeah, rings was never one of my favorite ones. I enjoyed pommel horse and parallel bars. I think P-bars was definitely my favorite to compete. Although it may have been high bar. High bar at meets was stressful. I liked it in practice, though.
So I remember starting out, I did a couple events. P-bars, high bar, pommels, floor, rings. Never been much of a vault guy. And then it just slowly dwindled in numbers, and I just ended up doing 2 events, maybe 3. So
William Pierce right now working the support element group like none other. Wow. That was a beautiful
Impressive.
routine with some really, really amazing support skills. That was impressive.
Yeah,
You don't see a lot of like just the last one he did was a back toss, and it's not in everyone's routine. We've seen a lot of stutzes today. We've seen a lot of Diamondovs. He did the stutz to one bar. I don't believe we saw that from anyone else today, but just some amazing support work.
back toss is always such an elegant skill too.
Yeah, it definitely can be. Hopefully the judges reward it appropriately. Seems to me to be a pretty solid routine. Maybe not able to take over as the first place routine. We'll see. 12.95. Misses it by half a tenth. Just like vault, he ended up half a tenth behind the leader on vault as well. But he's putting up an impressive all-around showing today. He's one of the 5 all-arounders in this competition. And looks like his mom is in the comments, happy that he gets to finish out his college year with a trip to nationals. It was cut short last year, and then gymnasts were given an extra year of eligibility. This is the last gymnast for the team at ASU, Caden DiGirolamo. I know parallel bars is one of the events he really enjoys, and he's worked hard to get himself in shape. Nice front
Very
toss.
nice position.
I love that skill, the front toss. There's the peach. Super clean, really good line. Does the front uprise. Making sure he's got all his element groups boxes checked, and then dismounts with a D-dismount, double pike. One step on the landing. That was a very, very clean routine.
I feel like that might take the lead there.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see if that can score above a 13.0. That would be the top parallel bar score of the day. Caden DiGirolamo competing for Arizona State.
Might see a 13-2, 13-1 maybe.
I think he could. We'll see. Not as much difficulty as some of the other routines, but it was
Very
exceptionally clean. Although, he had some big skills in there.
So his only major deduction, I feel like, was the step on the dismount, but about to find out.
Oh, 12.8, just below. See, 9.0 execution, that's one of the top ones.
Yeah.
But 3.8 in difficulty, just a little bit behind.
So
Still a good routine, good score. And now we have, this is Hayden Goldstein competing for his all-around score.
Oh.
Dismounts are difficult. All right, that wraps up our 4th rotation. We're 1 left. Going into event number 5. We have top of the scoreboard 314.375 ASU, 298.9 is Southern California United, your host of this competition. I am Coach John Lucas, and I'm bringing you guys this live stream here. I am happy to be able to provide this for the teams. It's quite an effort to be able to get everything together, all of the scores and everything that we need to be able to show you guys what's happening there in the gym. So if you guys don't know, I'm here from Sacramento, California, providing a little bit of commentary and providing the live stream on this YouTube channel. And then we have joining me from Tempe, Arizona, former ASU team member Bryant. Also, the way things are working, I'm running the Pro Score score system for this competition so that we can get the scoreboard both in the live stream and available at the gym for the athletes and coaches to see. We're going to have 4 minutes up on the clock, and this will be the last timed warm-up, and then gymnasts will compete on their 6th event. I'll be back with you guys after musical interlude. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are nearing the end of the timed warm-up. Just a couple seconds left, and then the timed warm-up will be over, and these athletes will begin the competition here on the 6th event. I'm your host, Coach John Lucas, and bringing you this live stream today. All right, I'm joined in the studio virtually by Bryant, former ASU team member, who's giving us some commentary from Tempe, Arizona. And we're watching just the last few turns, and then gymnasts will begin the competition with gymnast from ASU. Alex Sankey will be the first competitor up. Sounds like Arizona State is ready. They've had their little chant. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. Alex Sankey, the first gymnast up from Arizona State.
Dante, Dimitri, Troy, Eli, Will. Oh yeah, I did, but you're first.
Here we go.
Nice little vault catch. Or Veronin, yeah. Yeah, probably Veronin. Oh. Oh. So that happens sometimes when you stoop in. You're a little bit in the wrong position. It just spins you around instead of allowing you to get your hips up and jam, which I believe is what he was trying to do.
Wonder if they gave him credit for that German giant.
That was not a German giant. Nice try.
Just kidding.
No, that was well played, well played.
See if he repeats the skill.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to just finish a routine than to repeat a skill, especially one that doesn't help you fulfill an element group. But he does repeat it.
There he goes.
And then he gets his L grip. Now, it used to be a requirement to have both hands on backwards and be spinning around the bar. It no longer is, but it is a good way to pick up difficulty.
Yep. Big dismount.
That was a big dismount. A good landing. Wish he had hit that routine.
I know.
All right, this will be Dante Gallardo of SC United.
Come on, Dante, here we go. Let's go, Dante!
All right, and he's set to go on high bar. Nice and clean so far. Higgins to mixed grips, so one hand backwards. Very simple routine, winds up for the dismount, double back. Not a lot of deductions, left himself a very clean set. So
11.15 from Alec.
there we go.
With the
Yeah, with a fall, 3.6 in difficulty. I think we'll see much lower difficulty numbers for Dante. However, we'll see much higher execution numbers. Something I like about gymnastics is there's more than one way to get a big score, and so it'll be interesting to see. I think we could see a higher ending score from Dante than Alec, but we'll have to wait and see. This is Noah Hansen on high bar.
So he's going for. What's he doing here? Gainer. Yeah.
Yeah, and so there it is, a 1.8 in difficulty versus 3.6 equals not a chance. 8-9 execution is about as clean as you can make high bar.
Yeah.
That was a big Jaeger that he missed. So we'll see Noah get up. He might choose to repeat because, yeah, it looks like he is going to repeat. Or at least do a release move. Yeah, it looks like he's going to perform a different release move. Nope. Pirouette. He's in front giants. Here should come the Jaeger. There's the heck tap. And off the bar. Yeah, bummer.
It's always rough seeing guys for a skill and miss it.
And so now you've got 2 points off for falling. And you're probably going to move on without a release move, which is going to be another 7/10 of start value because he's attempting a C release. And yeah, the mat has been cleared out, so he will finish without a release move. And with 2 points in fall, this is opening the door for SoCal United to catch up, but I think ASU is a little bit too far ahead for them to catch it on this event, like we saw last night, where high bar became Arizona State's demise to Washington. If you missed that routine, that competition that happened last night, it's on Virtual Stars Gymnastics. It's also on this YouTube channel. You can watch it either location, but Virtual Stars handles all the virtual meets, and then this YouTube channel, Men's College Gymnastics, helps to just get men's gymnastics out there more visible by having competitions streamed, and also we'll do some other content, especially leading into national championships. Pretty excited to see the GymACT teams take the stage in Daytona Beach, Florida in 3 weeks. We'll have GymACT teams competing in the first ever GymACT National Championships. All right, Dimitri Gordillo finishing his all-around here on high bar. And I really like the support I'm seeing in the comment section. It was a good finish for Noah. Good way to end after a hard routine.
Well catched.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get Yamawaki credit, but I think a vault catch is what he'll get.
Yeah. Oh. Got some distance there, but stuck it.
He did stick. I find it, if you travel that far from the high bar, I actually think it's a little more challenging to stick in most cases. If your dismount goes more up and down, more vertical, it's much easier to find a stuck landing. So the judges are still hard at work on that last high bar score from Noah.
Do we have 2 sets of judges going right now? Or?
Kind of. So just so you know, so all the viewers know, we have 4 judges. 3 judges judge every single routine. 1 does difficulty, 2 do execution. The 2 execution judges will judge every single routine, and the 2 difficulty judges, 1 will judge Arizona State, and 1 will evaluate SoCal United. Difficulty 1 is a little less subjective, You're just defining credit for skills or not. Did they hit feet first, or did they land butt first? So that pretty much determines credit, whether they're, when they miss their release move, it's pretty easy. So that judge is different for each team, the difficulty judge, but the execution judges, 2 of them are the same for every team. Also, the difficulty judge is the judge that the coaches are allowed to talk to and to challenge. So if one of the teams feels like they're being treated unfairly with a score, they are allowed to challenge the difficulty judge and request a change in difficulty. But execution is final. Those judges do not get to be inquired about as to whether what they chose to give for execution scores. So yeah, it looks like the judges had a little conference. Charlie had to walk over and talk to them. He's one of the judges there. You can see him sitting on the end. So they just had some questions, I think. But there it is, final score in for Noah. Now they'll work on getting Dimitri's score up. But this is Camden from ASU.
Honors. Nice. That was a very good routine. Good in-bar work.
Nice and clean. Probably about average difficulty-wise.
Yep.
Nice, well-rounded routine with a pretty good dismount at the end. All right, that was
twisted.
He should twist it. He had a lot of time in the air, and
oh yeah,
just probably needs more time on trampoline. So we've got Troy Mendelson coming up next for SC United. He will be finishing his all-around competition. (11-2) for Camden. That's a pretty good score.
There's Yamawaki.
That definitely was. Could have had a little tighter form, but that was huge. And then the turnover on that Tkachev, that was amazing. And the layout. His difficulty is very high. Form is decent. Could be a little tighter. Not bad with the talk half.
Good angle.
Yeah.
The feet separate, but.
And no dismount.
No dismount.
Yeah, no, he had
every time.
He has a triple back dismount, and I don't believe he can downgrade it. And I know Coach Hines said it's just not quite ready yet. Might be in there for nationals. We'll see, but just playing it safe for now.
Yeah, that's good. Gets me every time I was ready for a dismount, though.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And triple is also really fun to watch.
It is. You know, I know ASU had a couple guys on the team last year that competed it.
Yeah,
it's definitely a fun one to watch.
So we've got, I think, seen Jake Schroeder throw a couple. I think I want to say he's competing it, but also haven't been up to date with the team since COVID, so.
Yeah. All right, here he is. This is Brett Balzer of Arizona State.
Okay.
Little
Little
vault
rough.
catch. A little rough on the giant out.
I don't know.
Maybe the judges weren't ready for him. Judges are definitely talking to him. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what happened there. It sounds like maybe the judges did not salute him, and he started early, which maybe he can pull off a little cleaner giant out of his release move if he goes again.
He's getting a second chance to do it better.
Nice warm up. It's all good.
All right, 12.25 is the score for Troy Mendelson. That's a big routine to not have a dismount and score at 12.25. It's pretty good.
Right.
All right. So it looks like he had jumped the gun. This is Brett Balzer going again, this time with the judges' approval.
For reals this time.
It was a little bit cleaner the second time around.
Okay. Not too shabby.
No, not too bad. Good fight on that Weiler. Weilers can be difficult, but that was a good fight. Winds up for a dismount over the bar with a layout. I want to say it's a B dismount to do it that way. I think you have to do a layout full to get a C.
Sounds about right. There's always
Which-
interesting displays.
Layout full, you know, it's just a casino over the bar, not catching. But as it is, you know, you bring that one a little bit closer, you'd have himself a laid out coax. All right, so I believe there could be a 3/10 deduction for doing a routine at the wrong time if the judges choose to take a behavior violation. I know if you don't salute the judges, it's 3/10. And behavior violations are deducted 3/10. So I don't know if they'll take it. Hopefully not. Seemed to be a communication error. Maybe a judge did give a signal, but the others weren't ready. Who knows? But glad he got to do his routine, and not too bad. 11-7 final score. This is Eli Khatib of SC United.
Nice. Oh. A little late on the there.
Another stuck double back that traveled really far. Man, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's easier to stick doubles if you go long.
So I don't even think that went above the bar.
Yeah, it might not have. Might not have. Okay, we are down to, I want to say, the last two competitors for the team. This will be Jackson Harrison for Arizona State. And then William Pierce will compete for SC United, and that will end the team competition. We'll still have an all-arounder competing. So here he is. This is Jackson Harrison of Arizona State.
See what he's got.
You know, I've really enjoyed watching. Oh, looks like 2 box on a release move. That's what it looked like to me. Like he was supposed to do it to Tkachev out of the 2-on-2 off. Scott Barclay walking over, chat with him, figure out what's going on. I was about to say though,
Matt looked like he was going to do it to a Ginger.
Yeah. What I was going to say just before he went, or while he was going, was that I've really enjoyed watching his gymnastics today. It's got a really nice line. He's very clean.
Yeah, he does.
So it looks like he might be willing, well, he might be at least doing the Ginger. We shall see. He's a flying giant.
Oh, no.
USB a Jaeger. Weiler. Still waiting for that release move. There it is.
Oh, a little close.
A little close, but that's better than off the bar.
That's true.
Full twist and double back.
Good dismount.
Oh, that's something that I've liked to watch today. Is the guys that have had some trouble. They've all finished well, you know. So even if their routines were a little shaky, they got up and had strong finishes.
You gotta have that composure.
For sure. All right, we're moving on to the final competitor of the team event. This will be Mr. William Pierce, competing in what could be his last home meet with SoCal United. Next up for both teams is the national championships, which we will likely see a similar lineup to what we saw yesterday from Arizona State with their gold team. This is maroon, their second team. Wonder, you know, maybe a gymnast today performed well enough that he'll make the lineup and the travel list for nationals. Well, I do not know. But yesterday's team did look pretty solid from Arizona State. However, they were not able to overcome Washington. That was the first time that Washington beat Arizona in years. I think maybe I can't remember the stat off the top of my head, but it was several years since Washington had beat Arizona State. That all happened here on this YouTube channel. You can watch the replay, or you can head on over to virtualstarsgymnastics.com. Watch it there. This is William Pierce competing on high bar. Beautiful Stalder. Oof, not enough amplitude or turnover on that Tkachev. So he struggled on the giant out. Beautiful jam.
Nice.
All right, that stat is in since 2006. That was the last time that Washington beat Arizona State. And then again, 2021. And there's I don't know. I wouldn't give it. I'm mean.
Looks like they put the flag up.
Okay. He definitely did not finish out of his stick position. He landed.
Again. Stood up too
and
soon.
then stood up and stepped back into the salute to the judges. So apparently, though, they gave it credit. That was that was an interesting
just play it cool.
Interesting dismount. Yeah, for sure. Playing it cool. All right, we still got a few more competitors, at least one more. Yeah, comment section. Former NorCal United gymnast Chris Rafford says that was iffy. I agree, Chris. That was not a stick, but judges are allowed to make the final call, and
13.
a 13.0 on high bar. It was a good-looking routine.
Who's this? Is this Nate or Hayden?
Sounds like
Nate.
Hayden Goldstein of Arizona State. And there's a full twisting double back dismount to end the competition for Arizona State. They have no more competitors. We might see one more from ASU, or from SoCal, I mean. Waiting to find out.
I thought I saw a front half dismount over the bar in warm up, so.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We might have one more. Oh, 13-1.
They
Okay.
changed
They must have given them stick bonus. The controversial stick bonus. Yes, we've got one more competitor from SC United. This is Zachary Fox, getting set to go, I believe. Yep. The cheers inside the gym confirm it. This is Zachary Fox competing just as a high bar specialist. His score will not change the team score. So the team scores are finalized. Man, SC United making up some ground on high bar, but not enough. ASU is 10 points ahead.
There it goes.
Nice double front with a half over the bar. I like that as a unique dismount. It's good to see, especially on high bar. I think we saw a lot more unique and variety. You know, on P bars, I would say Will Pierce had the most unique routine, and everyone else it was very similar.
So John, what are we doing award-wise?
All right, it sounds like Heinz is talking to me. Let me jump into the Zoom call to discuss
Can you hear
with
me
him.
there?
Okay.
And now we'll be right back.
Good. How's it going?
It's going good.
It was fantastic, and I don't know how much commenting and what you did, but we will watch it later tonight.
No, we commented the whole time. We had a good time. It was great.
Yeah, it was. The guys did good. Both teams did great.
Yeah.
And we did
So
another 10. We added another 12 points. Wow.
yeah, and the guys look like
Yeah.
they can add a little more too. Hey, so what do you want to do for awards? Do you want to announce?
I think
Slightly earlier. Try and kick it that way a little bit.
can you just send me the
right.
individual awards somehow, like first all around and first on every event?
Yep.
Because the team score we have here,
Team score
and you
have.
can just send that to me and we'll sign that and send that off.
Let me go results. I'm gonna do which one?
Yeah,
Event results.
just the event results and all around, and then we're gonna read that out. And then you can just listen in. I do it from here. Cora, you have no idea how I appreciate that you changed the schedule. That you changed the schedule and everything. It's like this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have just a little delay here because I have to get the scores from Sacramento down to Southern California. So it'll be just a moment for me to convert all of the scores to PDFs, email them off, and then Coach Hines can read them from Southern California. So bear with me, it'll be just a moment, and then we will have the scores brought to you very soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are working on getting everything sent over. So I just sent the email off, and SoCal United should be receiving it momentarily, and then we'll be able to read through the awards and we'll listen in there in the gym.
Hang on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. We're going to listen in to Coach Hines there in Southern California and the announcement of the awards.
Can you hear me, everybody? Okay, can we have both teams line up on the floor? Like about the middle line. From left to right, or right to left.
Stand over there. You take care of this. You guys are looking great.
All right, Bryant, how you doing?
All right, gentlemen, congratulations. This was the last week of the first program. I believe ASU because the first way. I think it was well. We came in the 10 points, which is fantastic. The winning for tonight ASU with 7.75. And just a little bit behind with 357.55. Okay, now I'm going to do the individual scores. I'm going to just do the first place on each event. Okay, we got floor with a 13.55. Jackson Harrison, ASU. On Pommel with a 12.55 from SCU United, William Pierce. On ring with a 12.4, I think they're the first place five. They're the first place from ASU, Alex Christie and Ruby Goldstein. On vault with a 13.9, Jackson Harrison, ASU. On Carol's bar with a 13.0. Angel Fisher. On Highburn with a 13.1. SC United, William Pierce. In the all-around with a personal best of 77 even from SC United, William Pierce. Congratulations, guys. This looks great. Hey, now I have one request. We got a birthday party coming up in about a year. Can we get the gym back on track in a half hour? All right, let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, sounds like the competitors are now going to put the gym back together as quick as they can. This is Coach John Lucas, and I'm signing off today, the end of this stream. Been happy to be here with you guys. Glad you guys watched. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it and had a good time. I certainly did. It was really fun bringing this to you guys, and I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your evening.
John. Thank you so
And
much.
we'll check in with you guys next time.
John, I'll talk to you in a little while.
Heinz, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, I wanted to say goodbye. I'm ending the stream now.
Yeah, hey, thank you so much.
Yeah, it worked.
This was great. We'll talk in a little bit. It's like I got them, those guys. They're judging that third team on this. So if you can send the pro squad transfer file over, so I can enter those guys into the meet.